gentleman who is 25 with 35 years experience is actually making faces at you, you will wonder, is he for real? But I tell you what, my good friend here turns a certain great, fantastic number.
60. I'm tired of hiding it.
I thank God that you finally gave up and decided to
but
throw
it's
out the
painful.
number.
It's painful. It
It's
doesn't
not
mean
painful.
I don't want to grow old. I want to be 100, 200 or something, but
You don't look
it's just
at,
I don't like numbers.
you honestly don't look at day 60. And which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Here is to Chester at 60.
Yes, and here's to Doreen Andoh, a friend, very, very, very good friend. I would say family. And
Yes,
we've done a lot of things together over the years, a long time. And you've always had that demure lady character to me. Maybe other people have a different view. This is my view. And what we're doing was suggested by some friends of mine. I wasn't going to do it. And then one of them said, who else but Doreen? So here's also to you. Seriously meant from my heart. Seriously.
Here's to your good health, wealth, long life. Live long, live strong, live happy, live Chester.
Definitely. Yes, thanks.
Folks, you definitely need to be here for the rest of it. So tell me, how does it feel when you talk about you turning 60? How does it feel for you?
Very mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't like the numbers. I've never liked the number changing from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. And it's a bit of anxiety, a bit of panic, a bit because 60, I'm not done yet. I've done a lot, but I'm not done yet. And I started to think, if I was in public office, they'll say you're retiring. I couldn't dream of retiring. 2 months of COVID, geez. Oh, no, but I couldn't retire. My brain is working. It's just working and working. Mixed feelings, just proud to be where I am. Proud of myself for what I've done and what people have done for me up until this age. And mixed feelings. If there was not the COVID situation, CV situation, I wouldn't have done a candelabra destination party. It's not me.
No.
I would definitely have done the most riotous drink up, let's say at the bar, Chester's Place.
Right.
And it would be full of beer and flavored appetition and noise. But good people, lots of laughter, grills, and that's how I would have done it.
Yeah.
But I've redesigned the whole thing. I don't even know what
I
we're
guess
doing.
nature redesigned
We're pre-recording
it.
now,
Yes.
you see. So.
But
Yeah.
nature also designed it for you in
Yes,
a way.
yes.
But I also want to get your perspective about what you think about birthdays in general, and what it all means to you.
A birthday, first and foremost, always throws my mind back to my parents. Birthday. Without my parents, and it's not all people come from good homes or loving homes or whatever. Without two people having had sex and something came out of it, there wouldn't be any of us.
True.
It goes back to them, and I've been fortunate to have had a very good family life. It's not been smooth sailing all through, but I was lucky they didn't abandon me at a doorstep. There are horror stories, there's sad stories, and I wonder about children who just maybe don't know their parents or were left somewhere.
Yeah.
That's sad, but something, you can find another parent who will take
love
it.
the way
So
true.
birthday is about you, and for me, I've got very high spirituality, though a lot of people doubt it. I believe in God a lot, and I just believe that I was born and there was a book already written about me.
Yeah.
I will know about it, but there's a plan for tomorrow, next week,
Yeah.
10 years' time.
Yeah.
There's always been a plan. And I fight the plan, I try and modify it, and sometimes you're allowed to modify it.
Yeah, God allows you to.
Definitely.
Because He rewrites it when He wants to.
So the birthdays, it was great. 21, I wanted the freebies and the cake and, the fuss. I was already very much a man by 21. 30, I like awkward birthdays, like when you're 33 and nobody expected, that's when you have the party, But why must it be a 0, 0, 0,
Exactly.
25,
Zero
30, 40?
yeah.
Life doesn't begin at 40.
That's true.
My life started about when I was 9.
Thank you very much. Hello. Let's talk a little bit about your childhood. Tell us where you grew up and some of the things you remember and, your cherished memories about your childhood.
I was a horrible child.
Really?
Oh, yes, I was a horrible child.
Nobody would think that.
Really?
I wouldn't have thought that.
When I say horrible, too nude.
Aha.
Too nude.
Thank you for pointing that
And
out.
then the other thing is, I liked excitement. From childhood, I was an explorer, discoverer. I grew up in gutters and under bridges and in bushes and forests. I was always injuring myself. People don't think I'm sporty. I remember once I had a thorn in my head from an orange tree.
Oh no.
Just before my mom came home from work. And so they had to use a pair of scissors to hold them. I didn't think a thorn could go in your head and you. Maybe
So you
that's why
wanted to
I'm wonky.
experiment it.
Maybe. Thank you for reminding me. But no, childhood was good. I was blessed to have a good childhood. I was born here in Yanaba Estates. We were living here at that time.
Oh, I see.
And it's funny how you come back years later and you live here again and you run your business here.
Yeah.
My office is
Right.
here.
Right. It's really home for you.
Yeah, strangely so. And dad, mom were working. My two older brothers were good brothers. They were good, caring brothers. And then thereafter came my sister like a hurricane. Just she's a hurricane, I tell you. You know her service, she's powerful.
And I know you love her.
And then don't push it. And then then my kid brother. But I was born here, and I remember I really grew up scraping the knee and in gutters looking for frogs. I can't put a frog here. I run like miles.
know, right?
I don't know, as we grow older, we're a bit.
Yeah, you changed.
Good
as you go
childhood.
on, yeah.
Happy. My parents were very caring. Education was, since childhood till today, education is like the ace card for them. It was just pummeled into us.
Yeah.
And then also health. I mean, there was that monthly queue of sometimes not just us, but some cousins. I mean, you'd go and you get your anti-malarias, then you'd get, if you had a cold, you get some vitamins for kids or something. And then you definitely got the enema. But the enema was quick.
You didn't miss it.
Wait, mom is there, just like, they kind of hold your butt, and then they put you down, and then you're done.
Right.
So that means you're healthy too.
Oh, good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I'm grateful now. Very embarrassing to be queued up with bombs waiting to be done. But it's an African thing, and I just think
No,
it's
the truth
awesome.
is, kids these days will not even
Are
understand that
you
part.
kidding? Yeah.
You don't even dare mention it to them. But tell us about some of the real naughty things you did as a kid.
Naughty things. My sister, geez, when she came along, we grew up with for us, women or female race were petals. We grew up with that concept, whether it's a colonial concept or a foreign concept. We were taught that you dealt gentler with girls or ladies, and my sister is the only girl. And she just smashed up her dolls. I mean, they took up space, and I just thought, why are we playing with dolls? I mean, like, they could be in the farm killing a lizard or dissecting a frog or something. I was so brave as a child.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even think that you were like that as a
Oh, I was a ninja. I can spit any story.
Just that
I was troublesome.
ninja
I never say yes. And I want to understand, you see. So let's say they say children should be seen, not heard. Your parents would say, you have to do this. It's like this. Da, da, da. And I would say why.
You'd question a lot.
Yeah. And my parents, I remember a few times my dad would say, I'm Kojo, born on Monday. He said, Kojo, sometimes say yes. And I said, but then I would say, but why do I have to say yes? Because mentasi. I need to understand why I need to say yes or no.
Yeah.
But it wasn't from rudeness or whatever it is.
No, but you were just a
I
questionable
just remember
kid.
studying, like, Mom, 1 + 1. Is it 2? Who said it's 2? And then the lines, exercise books.
Yeah.
You don't put a ruler. Oh, you get a whack on the ruler from my mother. Said, why do you think there's lines? And it has to be, and stuff like that. And when my parents got on my nerves, I'll stand up for myself. She'd say, spell Doreen, and I'll say X, Z, and they're getting irate, and I actually didn't care. Oh, I was a horrible little runt.
Oh, gosh. And how was the relationship with your siblings like?
My brothers were good brothers.
Nice.
Good older brothers.
They would protect you? Or you used to fight
Maybe
with
they
them?
needed protection. they used to be afraid of stuff. Like things like they used to jump the wall and go to parties or be scared about the dogs and whatever it is. But yeah.
Would you look back and say something like they taught you some of the naughty things you know?
I know all about them. My book is coming out. Doreen, let me top you up on this chapter.
Yeah, sure. You taught them some naughty stuff,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yeah, so, and then my sister was great. It was nice to have a girl in the family and everything, but I wanted to be a tomboy, but she is a tomboy in many ways because she's strong.
Okay.
My kid brother was 9 years younger than me, so wasn't in my equation in childhood.
Right, but
But
you
it
were
was
closer
a
to your
nice
sister.
childhood. Yeah, I had my first beer at 9 because I'd sneak down the stairs, under the stairs. My aunties would be visiting my parents, and I'd hide under the stairs. I was so tiny. But I'm still tiny.
You
but
still ain't
if you say
no
I'm
bigger
tiny,
than that.
I was tiny.
Yeah, tiny,
so I
yeah.
could hide anywhere and take the glass and I'd drink. So my auntie used to say, "Where's the beer going?" And then I was drinking it.
Okay. Rewind and let that come again.
Yeah.
You will hide under the table and pull their glasses whilst they're having a drink.
Because they're talking, facing each other. over
Hey,
there.
Afra Bono.
Totally. And I was proud of it. I'm a very bad child.
Yeah, I need to go tell your mom to give you a whipping all over again.
Who said it stopped?
I'm glad it never stopped.
Who said it stopped?
Let's talk about you know, some of your aspirations and what you wanted to be when you were growing up. When you would play with your siblings or your friends, what would you dream about? I want to be X or Y or Z. What were you
I always dreamt about, I like open spaces. I like fresh air. I spent very little time in the bedroom or in the living room. I liked when my parents had parties and would be in the garden or on the terrace. I liked outside. I always wanted to be out on the street, seeing something different, running down the road. Like those times, a kilometer is very far. Oh, I'm gone, or we're gone. And I remember family like the Foreys lived here and X, Y, Z. And you go and play. You play till kingdom come.
Thank you.
And you just those were my aspirations. I didn't know what I wanted to be for quite a while, but yeah.
You just knew that you liked the outdoors.
I liked outdoors, I liked excitement, and I like variety. I like meeting all different kind of people. And at that time, even however young I was, I have never seen color. Never. I ought to, but I can't see color. I see character. I see attitude. I see personalities.
But as a child, it's interesting. That's what you would notice about
we
people.
had Indian families, but you didn't see them as Indian.
No, you
Or
just
an
saw
Indian.
them
I just
as
like another
friends,
kid.
another kid.
I didn't see color.
Which is awesome because you would think that if people would see that in this day and time,
Yeah.
I mean, things would probably be a little better than we have it right now, which is awesome as a kid, you know? And talking about you being a child as well, let's talk a little bit about primary school and secondary school. And
Primary
where you
school
wanted to go.
GIS. I thought I thought school was mean because it took up certain hours of the day. 6 to 8 hours we have to be in a class, sit with people. And somebody is talking plenty. And then I just didn't want to be in school.
No, you didn't want to
And I
be
didn't
in
know
school.
the difference between being educated or not educated, literate or illiterate. They said we should go to school. Why?
So you went to school just for the fun of it? Oh.
And in school, I went to see who were the most exciting people. I remember my first best friend in school was the principal at GIS. I went to GIS. I've forgotten what kindergarten maybe I went to. Probably doesn't exist. I probably burnt it down or something. But anyway, I went to GIS, and my first friend was Maxwell Inwood, who after I didn't see him for 30 years.
Shoot. You got back
30 years, and I caught up with him in England. He's from Scottish, Maxwell Inwood, and he's a doctor and everything.
Oh, nice.
And I was just so proud. And then locally, William Hackman.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Small worlds.
William's actually the oldest, somebody, a human being I can call
Right.
a friend. You know,
Right.
so.
Nice.
But I don't see him at all now. I mean,
No.
we see ourselves few.
Yeah,
But the oldest person.
well, I'm glad that you remember all of that. and
Yeah,
I'm sure
of
the
course
fun
I do,
times that you
because
had.
of what it impacts you. See?
Right.
It's about impact.
Right. So these are some of the people who impacted you as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, growing up
Yes.
and going to primary
Yes.
school, and then you went to Achimota School.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your experiences at Achimota School.
Achimota School is one of the best experiences ever.
Share some of your fondest experiences.
I'm not sure whether I can share coming from 11 years old, which I was at that time.
Okay.
But first of all, I thought it was the most horrible thing for your parents
To go and leave you in a
suddenly
boarding school.
buy a metal trunk, chop box, and there are 4 sardines, 2 baked beans, this. They are going according to a list, though. I went and found other parents were spoiling their children. Then 3 CDs a term. If you run out,
That's it.
my parents, you run out.
You're on your own.
And sleeping in a room with
Several
20,
other
30
people.
other people. And, geez, away from, it wasn't the comfort of my bedroom, but at home, you're at home, so your parents, the comfort zone. You know, it was traumatizing. But it didn't take me long with my evil, devious mind to just get along with people, and I just made
you
friends
had to.
across the board. It was
Right.
what I looked then and I understood then was being able to share a dormitory, and they would mix cultures and people
Yeah.
and financial backgrounds, whatever. So you might be here, and then someone in the Cocoa scholarship is there. He's from a tiny village from somewhere and everything. It was the best, healthiest thing, and they taught us how to scrub. I mean, it was scrubbing bathrooms, and 30 people are just going to take a shower. It's your duty to scrub it. You didn't have airs and graces. It taught you to be humble.
Right.
Boarding school, nothing like it. Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
You must have enjoyed yourself in boarding
Yes,
school.
and met good. It was interesting to meet cultures and the
Meet
teachers
people.
at that time, and things that you were learning that you wouldn't ordinarily learn.
Yeah, and then
It was
from
exciting.
And then from Achimota School,
Yeah.
you went to Warwick University.
Yes.
Was it your choice, or your parents decided that you go there?
In Form 5, I wanted to. My mind said, I want to go to America. My dad said,
Oh.
"Oh, no way you are going to America." He had seen my character. He said, putting me at 15.
In
Because actually,
America.
every form I was in, that was my age.
Okay.
If I was in Form 4, I was 14.
Yeah.
I said, you must be joking. I'm not sending you across the Atlantic to America. No, you will finish A-level and go to England. So we'd gone on a long trip. I've been traveling since I was 9, you know, my parents and stuff. So, and we traveled on a long trip, and we came back, and our results always come late. So then we have postponed entry till much later.
Mm-hmm.
So came back, and results came, but we had contacted the dad says, you are not staying in Ghana. He says, you need to go out into the world and meet other people, taste other food,
And fend for
learn
yourself.
people's cultures.
Right.
And he says, don't go looking for Ghanaians to be friends with, because they are all here. You will find Ghanaians there or when you come back home. So go and meet other cultures, mix, learn. You will never regret it. I was crying at the airport when I was going, because I wanted to go to Lagos, because I'd heard there was there's a serious nightclub in Mensa Saba. Jeez, man, for that alone, I'd have done my law degree.
But you went right ahead.
I went right ahead.
And what
Fabulous experience. And exactly what my dad said. So
Did
my
you make new friends?
my best friends, some are Iranian, Sudanese, quite a few West Indians, a lot of English, Greek, Kuwaitis. It was just also an experience.
It was a fine mix.
Yeah, I don't know whether it just came naturally. I also want it to work that way. I go out my way to meet people.
You like
and
that.
guess what? We're still friends till today.
That's the way it's supposed
One of my
to
closest
be.
friends is actually a Sudanese guy, Tarek, and he'll see this. And he was just 1 year ahead of me, but he looked after me.
That's
He
good.
looked after me.
What are some of the things you remember about your university days?
Somebody threw up on me at a party.
Ew.
Yeah, ew, I know.
Ew.
Classy me. Can you imagine?
Hey, who you?
Me.
I can imagine how dressed up you were.
No, it was a singlet. It was winter. But you see, from there to the party is about 800 meters. I said, you can't cover this, my designer singlet top
How?
with a coat.
How?
So I just, but yeah, I was about.
Impossible.
I think I drank too much. Some white boy, you know, the white people, they got all their drink.
No.
Tra! It's like, I had to run back I had to wash it out. I had to.
Oh.
Crikey. Another time was, geez, I wonder if I can say this on camera. I was staying in an apartment on uni, and we had a visiting student. They kept rooms in those flats, kind of thing, so that PhD students, for instance, they can come onto campus. There was this one lady, quite strange, and I had a friend who lived off campus, Melvin Wyatt. He's Caribbean, St. Kitts, and Melvin used to crash in my room because to go to his place, that's after campus party. He taught me reggae, by the way.
Oh, cool.
He taught me to appreciate reggae. You know? And so if any can't come, so I remember I was not feeling well. It was just after the vacation, the last vacation I came to Ghana, maybe 79 or something. But I thought Melvin had come. The door flew open, blah, blah, blah. It's dark. I could see someone. I had someone. Because Melvin would keep his stuff at the top of the wardrobe. So I just thought, oh, it's not that. And I'm wondering why he's making so much noise. Because me, I'm asleep. He's got his roll-out bed and everything. Not knowing that some lady who had been assigned to our apartment.
Sugar.
But I didn't know then. Room is still dark. Then I hear water. I mean, this is a story only for adults. It's 18 plus, but I'll say it. It's not too crude. I had watched gushing, the sound of water gushing. 3 movements. Me, up, out of bed,
And out of the door.
out of the door. Because I'd seen this image of, I could see tits in the dark. So she was drunk or high or something and had lost, because her room was opposite mine. And I don't know whether it was ulterior motives or intention.
No, she misconstrued.
She peed. That was the gushing I heard.
No! She didn't actually do that.
Oh,
For
full
reals?
blown. Because
Like
when
they say.
I left, I went out, boom, the door shut behind me. Now it was one of those doors you need a key to open. There I am, shivering, boxer shorts, just standing there. And then eventually called campus security, they opened. And she's in my bed, snuggled up as if we'd been dead.
Wahala.
But that was one experience.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a bit much, huh?
And it was also time of the month.
Silly. But anyways, let us move on slowly and steadily.